I've been interested in cars since I was a kid. It's that freedom that everybody enjoys when they're young. The freedom to be able to go where you want to go and go when you want to go and as fast and how you want to go. But a classic 911 with that flat six, the way it feels, how connected you feel to actually driving. You can't just slam it from one gear into the next. There's a certain pause, there's a certain rhythm when you change gears in the car, and if you try and rush any of that, it's slightly unharmonious. They're not as forgiving as modern cars are, obviously. There's none of the electronics that'll help stabilize the car. There's nothing that'll help keep you planted on the road. But they're immensely fun, they're immensely engaging, and they're immensely visceral. It wasn't a formal process where we decided, right, this is it, we're going to open our doors tomorrow and open up a car restoration or a hot rod shop. My wife and I had a year out following a number of years of IVF, and we had our little boy, and I'd taken a year off. So coming back into work, I knew I needed to do something. It was a case that the opportunities at that time just seemed to fall into place, and we started Workshop 77 without any formal acknowledgement or plan to be open forever. It was just something we would try out and see how it went. The idea is fundamentally to try and build rad cars for rad people. We just try and build something that we like, and we only get involved with people that we enjoy working with. An OSHE car for us is a car that has a certain design principle and is built with a specific build process. We insist on taking the car back to bare metal and building something that would be clean and fast, something that is uncompromising but still quintessentially a classic car. Driving the car for the first time after all of that work, all of the design has gone into it. It's exhilarating, but it's nerve-wracking at the same time. You jump in the car and hope that the engine fires up and doesn't give you any problems. You go off down the road, hypersensitive to any of the smells and the sounds, anything you can hear or feel. But it's exhilarating to know that you're in this car that it's been built from the ground up. I mean, it was a bare metal, every nut and bolt restoration. For me, if every part was a remanufactured part or a completely brand new part, it would cease to be a classic car. It would cease to be that classic 911 with nearly 50 years of history. We try and keep what would have been a 1973 911 and keep as much of that there as possible, while just refining some of the smaller bits that I was looking for in a car. Looking for in for me, not the ultimate 911 driving experience, but I suppose a classic 1973 911 driving experience.